Living in Japan, America, and now in Europe, I realized that there are so many frugal habits that I picked up from my Japanese mom that make my everyday life better, richer, and happier. Some of them I learned from my mom, some of them are original, just the things that I do in daily basis naturally. Before I start sharing them with you, I need to make sure that you understand this very important thing. Being frugal doesn't mean being cheap at all. Personally, I've been trying to live my life with more intention, and being frugal for me means spending money with intention. It means to have better understanding of your finances so that you can spend money on things that actually matter to you. Nowadays, Japan seems to be a big trend. I feel like all the friends I know are in Japan or planning to go to Japan, which is amazing. As a Japanese person, I am so happy that my country is getting a lot of attention. Some people probably go there for the culture, and I feel like the reason why a lot of people are so intrigued by Japanese culture is because of the simplicity. And I think having this mindset of simple is the best does go a long way. And I think this mindset helps you to become more frugal as well. My mom is a great example of this. She has simple and basic items for clothing as a base. And of course, she has extra items that has a pop of color, interesting texture, but she does have those basic things that she can wear for years as a base. Instead of following trends and buying a bunch of items that come and go, invest in simple basic items, and more importantly, make sure to appreciate them and use them for as long as you can. My mom is a queen of taking care of items with care. When you take good care of your items, not only can you use them for a very, very long time, but I do think it makes you a better person in general, because if you can treat your items with care, you probably treat yourself with care as well. I actually saw this video about dating on Instagram or something the other day, and she was talking about how you should date a guy who treats items with care because that's how he's gonna end up treating you. And I think this is very, very true. I find it really attractive when a guy can take care of things or items with care. Anyways, my mom, she always reads the laundry symbols to make sure that she is washing the items at the right temperature. She tries to hand wash those delicate items as much as possible, which I really need to learn from, because honestly, I just throw a lot of my clothes into laundry machine unless the tag says that I absolutely cannot do so.
It was fun, no? It was super fun. Like it was amazing. One more video to go. One more. One more.
One thing I stopped doing personally, and I am really proud of this, is that I stopped following fashion trend. And honestly, I think this makes my life so much better, because now I just have a set of my favorite items in my closet and I just rotate them. And sometimes, of course, I buy new items, but not nearly as much as I used to. And this just makes me so much happier, and I feel more confident because I know that I look good in those items. And don't get me wrong, I like fashion, I like dressing up, I like looking good. But let's be real, sometimes we have such weird fashion trends. Just because they're trending, it doesn't mean you have to adapt the trend. Wear things that look good on you, and people can tell when you're feeling confident from within. I am so excited to talk about today's sponsor, Airalo, because they are the very first eSIM that I've ever used in my life. Personally, I've been their customer for many, many years. It is my go-to eSIM app whenever I go on a trip. Airalo was founded in 2019 with a simple purpose: to inspire confident travelers to keep them connected affordably and reliably. They are the first and largest eSIM platform. They are available in more than 200 destinations, and and they are trusted by more than 20 million travelers worldwide, including me. And now you can use my code MACO3 for $3 off your first eSIM. With Airalo, you don't have to worry about high roaming bills and unstable connections. I like Airalo not only because of their affordability and reliability, but also because of how easy and quick it is to set it up. All you have to do is to download the app, choose and purchase the best eSIM plan that works for you. You can install it within a few minutes, and once you get to the destination, all you have to do is to activate the eSIM. So if you have any trips coming up, make sure to download Airalo today and use my code MACO3 for $3 off your first eSIM purchase. Okay, I have one more thing that I stopped doing and it is making my life so much better. I used to go to those fast fashion stores like Zara, H&M for no reason, just out of habit, just to see what they have. I am so happy that I kind of stopped doing this naturally, probably because they are just so many more things that I prefer to do. Like I like working out, I like just sitting at the park and journal or read a book or just hang out with my friends, listen to audiobook. I don't know, there's just so many other activities that I prefer to do than going into fast fashion store with no intention. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you can get a really cool items at those shops. Like for example, this gold top that I get a lot of compliments. This is from Zara. I got this, I don't even know how long ago, like years ago. It comes with a long skirt and I think they complement my skin tone. So I'm not saying that you cannot find those good items at fast fashion store. I'm just saying if you go into the store with no purpose like I used to, stop doing that and maybe go into those stores with more intention. One thing I started doing this year, and I love this hack, so I hope you're gonna start doing this. When you're trying to do decluttering and when you look at the closet, I bet you can find an item or two that you bought but you only wore once or twice, or even worse, you never wore. And I realized that it's most likely because you don't know how to style those items. So when I find an item like that, what I do is I go to Pinterest and I type the name of the item and I try to find multiple patterns of styling that I can do with the items. I think this is a great hack that helps you to utilize the items that you already own. And also, I find it really fun to create multiple patterns of styling. And oftentimes, those are the items that are like challenging to style. I don't know, it kind of satisfies my problem solving brain. My Japanese mom is an amazing cook. Every time I visit her, I wake up to nutritious Japanese breakfast. She follows Ichiju Sansai rules that I often talk about in the channel. Maybe I can put a link to one of the videos so that you can go watch it. Cooking at home is one of an amazing way to be frugal and save money. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18, so it kind of forced me to start cooking, but really I didn't really learn how to cook until mid-20s. Back then I was in a long-term relationship and I basically decided to cook a different recipe for him every single day using a Japanese cooking app. I think I did that for 1 year or 2 years, just try to make a different dish every single day. I think this was such an amazing way to improve my cooking skill. So if you're eating out every single day or if you're doing Uber Eats every single day, learning how to cook is gonna be a game changer, and I think anyone can learn how to cook. Another good habit that you can implement in your daily life to be healthier and more frugal is to prepare healthy snacks and place in the place that is very visible to you. One of the things that I did the other day that made me really happy was to make veggie sticks, put them in a mason jar so that it's kind of cute, and just place them on the shelf of my fridge. I also made a miso mayo dip. Basically, just put mayonnaise, some garlic, and some miso and mix them together and just put them in the fridge next to it so that whenever I'm hungry, I can eat the veggie stick instead of grabbing like potato chips or chocolates, which I still eat every single day, but in theory, I have a higher chance of reaching for those healthy snacks than unhealthy snacks. When I lived in Japan, I used to always check discounted corner at supermarkets. So what they do is sometimes, they have vegetables and fruits that don't look aesthetically pleasing, or they're going to basically go bad soon, so they have to get rid of them. Sometimes I would find vegetables that I had never ever cooked or seen before. I'll buy those items, I look up a recipe on my cooking app, and I make a new dish with them. I realized that in Europe, or maybe in the US too, it's not really common to have those discounted area, but I discovered this app called Too Good To Go, and I am using this app quite often now. You can basically purchase a surprise bag from cafes, restaurants, sometimes even like flower shops, surprise bag full of items that are about to expire, items that they have to get rid of. For example, you can get a bunch of bread from a bakery, and if you cannot finish them on that day, you can just freeze them and you can just warm them up before you eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in Japanese culture or Japanese language, by the way, I have an online community called Sashimi Club. Check it out from the description below. I have live class every Monday and live event every Thursday within the community, so I hope to see you there. If not, make sure to like and subscribe so that I can see you again in the next video. Bye!
Oh my god, it's getting hot. Yeah.